Have you ever wondered where all your money went to? Or often find yourself thinking of the invisible holes through which your money vanishes? As Aristotle said, 99% of everything we do is a result of habit. Your financial state right now is because of your relationship with money. You see, it doesn't matter the amount of money. At the end of the day, if you have nothing to show for. So I want to share with you 8 money habits that may be draining your cash. If you get rid of this habit in your life, you have a good financial life. Habit number 5 is very common, so make sure you watch this video till the end and subscribe to help us out. Spending money on drugs. According to a post by Center for Disease Control and Prevention, that is CDC.com, 30.8 million adults in America are smokers, and according to tobaccocontrol.com, on average, one person smokes at least 1 to 4 packs of cigarettes a day. So, check the amount of money you spend on drugs alone within a month. One thing about drugs is that it is very addictive, and because of that, it can have effect on your health and your wealth. You see, the cost of sustaining an addiction can be costly and can lead to significant financial difficulty and instability. Drugs is by far the most costly for the poor. If you are at the poverty level, a pack of cigarettes per day can consume 10% of your family monthly bill. You see, the negative impact of spending money on drugs is numerous, and for that matter, put a stop to it. Spending more as your income increases. There is no harm in raising your standard of living when you can. However, if you are a person who is constantly looking for ways to spend your money, you will probably find yourself in a difficult situation soon enough. This is what we call lifestyle inflation. That is when you get a better paying position at work, your daily or monthly expenses typically follows you. This habit is very bad if you want to build a sustainable wealth. Spending more money even though you can earn more can be a problem because it limits your ability to build wealth. Try to keep your expenses at the constant level along with exploring ways to increase your income. That is the route to success. Not keeping record of your money. We all think that we know where our money comes from and where it ends up, but sadly, it's not true for most of us. We might be aware of our major expenditures, but the small things usually eat up our finances more than the big ones. You see, when money comes into our account or pocket, we don't track where our dime goes. This is bad because you won't be able to know whether you are overspending or you are being underpaid. It is very important to keep track of your money. This brings self-consciousness on your finances. So when you keep track of your money, you will know by every month how your spending life has been. So it is an excellent idea to start keeping journal for all your income and expenses, whether they are huge or small. This way you have a much better idea for controlling your finances. Not budgeting. You might be documenting everything, then again you might be missing the starting point, budget. Having a realistic and a well-documented budget is the foundation of all your financial planning and success. You see, a good budget ensures that you will have enough money for the things you need and the important things. Budgeting makes itself like a map that guides you on your journey to success. To budget, you need to know your priorities and make sure you document the important things first. This will help you not to skip the budget or go beyond it. It will always put your finances on track. Make a budget and stick to it. I can say this from my own experience. It makes a huge difference in how you look at your money. In the absence of a budget, it might be easy to get carried away and commit unnecessary expenditure. Thinking it's too early to start saving money. In our early 20s and 30s, we might think it's too early to start saving money, and for that matter, we spend whatever comes our way. This is a very poor habit that can ruin your wealth creation journey. Keeping that extra cash you got from bonuses or selling an item is very important. You aren't supposed to send every amount of money that enters your account. Some cash should be saved for future purpose. To be honest, saving has no age limit and there is no specific ages which you need to reach before you save money. Saving money should be a habit and not even a goal. Why am I saying that? When your goal is to save in order to buy an iPhone, then after you hit your goal and acquire that iPhone, it's going to be difficult to save money. But when savings becomes a habit, you just save because you have to and not because you want to. You have to start saving now because life is unpredictable. Having one source of income. Surviving on one source of income can be risky, except that you are earning twice the amount of an average salary in your country. You should think of ways to increase your earnings by creating another source of income. Having one source of income will not allow you to escape the rat race. Your job will not become a passion again, but a necessity to keep funding your lifestyle. This becomes more dangerous when you have a certain disability. You see, one source of income is dangerous because one catastrophe can throw your whole financial life to turmoil. You see, let's take for example that you are working in a company and your salary is good enough to cover all your monthly bills. Now, what if you get fired or the company shuts down? What will you do in in order to survive. So because of this, you need another source of income to cushion you. Because of this, I made a video about 6 passive income ideas to generate another source of income. You can check it out in the description box and the comment section as well. I highly recommend you check that video out because it will help you. Not having an emergency fund. If you think that having an emergency fund is not that important, then you are exhibiting one of the most common money habits that will make you poor. You see, when COVID-19 broke out, no one was expecting it. People lost their jobs, while others people's paychecks were slashed. However, those who had a solid emergency fund were able to cope during this unfortunate emergency that struck the world. Your savings shouldn't always be geared towards an investment only, but you should have an emergency fund that could cover at least 3 months of your monthly expenses. If it costs around $10,000 to cover up your monthly expenses, then you need at least $30,000 to stay financially secured during times of emergency or critical moments. Impulse buying is the habit of making an unplanned or spontaneous purchases. You see, what is wrong with that is that in the place of making an impulse buying, you are likely to spend much more than you are supposed to spend. Knowing how to avoid impulse buying is essential to living frugally, and simple things like shopping with a list can help you avoid impulse buying. As long as you are disciplined and stick to your proposed shopping list, you won't exceed your spending limit. Exhibiting bad spending habits will only set you up for failure. Thankfully, you have learned some of the most common habits that keeps you poor. If you break this bad habit and adopt better money habits, you'll be grateful in the future for making such decisions. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for educative videos like this. With that being said, au revoir, mes amis.